Hello, hello. Hello, hello from camp. From a camp somewhere in Ohio. See if I can find it on this phone. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay, we've got good audio. We are going to be cooking tonight, you guys. And give you guys a few minutes to get on there. Find my knife. We still got one on. It's going to take a little bit to get out there. We got two in here now. Tonight, I got this little pan right here for $1.99 at the thrift store. You would not believe how light that is. It's coated. It's old, but that steel handle's what I was wanting to get because you can put this in a fire and the handle's not going to burn off. But we're going to have a smash burger tonight, and we're going to have some soup. So it sounds really good. Plywood is here. I've got a live going while I'm filming this, but we're going to have soup in here, and we're going to make a smash burger here in a little bit. Plywood, a year in Ohio. I just watched your video, a year in Ohio, where you got the deer. Congratulations. Congratulations. I don't deer hunt, but I do love deer jerky, I'll tell you that much. We got 21 on here and no likes. You guys think about liking this live, if you will, and try to get it out there. As you can see, Gus wanted to come tonight, and it's usually too cold for him because he can't handle a lot of cold. He doesn't have a lot of meat on his bones, but I would not give him a microphone because he was getting mouthy with me on the way to camp. So I do got the fire going here. I got a fire going in the tent stove, which is bringing, the tent was about 70 degrees when I was in there earlier. So let me throw another piece of wood on the big fire. And it is only in the 40s here tonight. It's not too bad at all. It's not too bad at all. Ozarks Woodsman's here. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for hitting that like. Thanks, I make a ton of jerky. A Year in Ohio says, thanks, I make a ton of jerky. I like to read the comments instead of just answering them, so then you guys kind of know what I'm talking about. A Year in Ohio says, thanks, I make a ton of jerky. I'll set some aside for you for the spring meet. Yeah, we're going to have a meetup in the second week of March. It's going to be at a state park in Ohio. Thanks for stopping by. And you guys, A Year in Ohio is trying to get his channel going. A Year in Ohio, I tried to comment on your videos, but you have it set up for Made for Kids, so I can't comment on them. Get Levin's here. He was camping last night. I'm sure looking forward to his video. He has a pretty good channel, a real good channel. He has a lot more subscribers than I got. But y'all think about checking some of these other channels out. Plywood. Now, do you have a channel, Plywood? I don't know whether you have a channel or not. And I am logged on to this live with my other channel, Old Woody. So I will be putting some things on Old Woody here in the near future. If you might want to go check that channel out. It's just Old Woody. And, you know, I am really intrigued by hunting, tracking. I'm into all this Bigfoot stuff. So I'm going to start putting all my Bigfoot stuff on the channel called Old Woody. I really like watching these Bigfoot documentaries. It's up to you whether you want to believe or not. Plywood says he does. Oh, that's right. I am subscribed to you, Plywood. I forgot about that. Plywood 457. You guys, I'm making me a smash burger tonight. I've got this, you can't really see it in this shot, but over here, I'll turn this headlamp off. Over here, I have a Ozark Trail kitchen. Took me about 3 minutes to set it up. It was given to me by my daughter's fiance, and it was brand new, so I sure appreciate that. And right after he gave it to me, he went out and bought a couple tents. So I asked him if he wanted it back, but he said no, he gave it to me and to keep it. But I want to show you this pan I picked up today. I'm going to be making me a smash burger in here in a little bit. And I don't know whether you can see it. No, it's going to be too dark. But see, let me turn my headlamp on. You'll be able to see it. I hate these new phones. You barely touch them, and it takes you off of what you was on. Let's go back to YouTube here. Now I can see what I'm showing you. I don't know whether you can see it or not. We're lagging here a little bit. But, yeah, here it is. No, I took it the wrong way. Here it is. I picked this up at the thrift store for $1.99, and it is enamel coated. But what I liked about it, it's got this steel handle, so I can set it right in the fire without it burning my handle off. And it says C10 on the back of it, and it's made out of it's an old pan. It's made by a company in Toledo, Ohio. But the rivets are nice and solid on it, and you would not believe how light that is, even though it has the steel handle. So I was real happy to find that. But that's what we're going to cook our smash burger in tonight. Oh, it's so nice up here. It's in the probably high 40s right now. And with this fire, and like I say, the tent's about 70 degrees in there behind me. So I am nice and comfortable. Gus, you comfortable? You okay? He's mad at me, y'all. Gus is mad. Hey, Herbert T. Outdoors. Ray Crump's in the house. Yeah, Ray, I was really happy to get that pan. You don't believe how I set a pan at the edge of a fire one night and I had oil in it because I wanted to make me some bacon wrapped sausages and I wanted to deep fry them. So I set the pan at the edge of the fire and I put my sausages in there, and it wasn't 5 minutes that plastic handle was melted off my pan. So, yeah, Gus is mad at me, Mike. Mike asked me how Gus is doing tonight. And Gus, how you doing tonight?
Shut up, you stupid idiot.
You're still mad at me?
Don't talk to me.
Well, doggone it. Gus is still mad at me. Man. I also picked up, yeah, you can see these two tallest torches. I got them at the thrift store for $1.99 each. So, no, they were 99 cents each. I think they were. Yeah, and I almost bought all four, but the other two said $7.99 on them, so I left them set. I wouldn't give him a microphone tonight, Mike. What did I do to tick him off? I wouldn't give him a microphone. You hear how he talks to me. Traveling Whitcombs are in the house. We got 18 on here and 8 likes, y'all. Remember to hit that like if you will. If you don't like it, you don't have to. Richard, my wife's boyfriend, loves watching you. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't really get a lot of trolls in here. I do get some trolls in here, but we're pretty quick to get rid of them. And they get really mad if you just kind of, act like it doesn't upset you. They get really mad and try harder. Yeah. Gus, I didn't let him go the last couple times because it was really cold out and he don't have any meat on his bones, so he cannot take the cold very well. And then he gets mad at me, and it took me a long, long time to even let him go camping with me because he ruins my camping trips. No, that's not the Mrs. O.G. Sugarbush. That is my long-lost uncle, Gus. Ray says, restaurant I worked at was when I was used to something like that, they would wrap the handle with some type of rope. Oh, okay. All right. Gus. Ooh, did you guys hear that? That wasn't good. That was really cold. It was sitting in the back of my truck for probably a couple weeks. So that was really cold and it's starting to heat up. Gus, OG Sugarbush says hi.
Don't talk to me, I told you.
He's not over it yet, y'all. Traveling Whitcombs says, hey, Ray, how's it going tonight? And I want to thank you guys for stopping in and spending a little bit of your Wednesday evening with me. I know some of you probably getting close to dinner time for Minnesota Mike and maybe Herbert T. Outdoors. Traveling Whitcombs. Do you have a channel, Traveling Whitcombs? I don't know if I've ever seen you on here before. Boots Outdoors is here. He says hello. Yes, Gus is psychotic. But if you can think about laying in the ground as long as he did without any sunlight, you would probably be a little psychotic too. OG Sugar Bush, it is probably right in here. I'm feeling like it's in the 60s, but out there it's probably in the mid 40s. Not too bad in Ohio. Minnesota Mike's got a channel. Traveling Whitcombs. Do you have a channel? You didn't answer yet. Oh, yes, he does. Yes, they do. They've been doing YouTube regularly for almost a year. Get Living Outdoors. I believe that's what Terry's Get Living Outdoors has got a channel. Herbert T has a channel. Ray Crump has a channel. Ray did a live the other day from San Diego, California. And it was nice sitting there in my chair, and it was really, really cold outside. And he was sitting on a bench in San Diego, California, watching the seagulls. And I felt like I was sitting right there with him. Minnesota Mike says, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Whitcomb. Which comes are from Wisconsin. I guess I don't quite understand that one. Oh, Whitcombs are from Wisconsin. Okay, okay. I don't know how cold it is. I think most of the country's warmed up a little bit right now. Get Living will have a new video out very, very soon. He went and recorded last night. Terry from Get Living Outdoors puts a lot of work into his videos. And if you watch one of them, you will know what I'm talking about. I'm sure if you find him and sub, he will return the favor. And you guys, if you want to see some good deer hunting, check out A Year in Ohio. He's got a brand new video out that he came out today. He got 2 deer. Muzzle loader season. Quincy the Quaker is here. Does Gus make a fuss when you cuss? Well, he makes me mad enough to make me cuss, but when I changed my life back in 1994, my mouth was one of the first things that changed on me. I have slipped since then, but he makes me mad enough to cuss. Sometimes under my breath, you might be able to know what I'm talking about. Don't you, Gus?
I told you not to talk to me.
See how he treats me? Jerry Ginger's here. How's the bowling going, Jerry? Mike bowl a 300 yet? Mike from Out and About with M&D is usually here, but tonight he's bowling, and I told him to bowl a 300. Okay, Herbert T., that's what I'm having tonight. Smash burger and a soup. And I'm probably going to start cooking it live here in about 20 minutes. Woodsman's, he got a new forge system so he can forge. And he said he's got a new forge video coming out tomorrow. Thanks. Thanks for letting us know. And he's a good storyteller. And he does also put some trail cam videos on there once or twice a week. We got 42 on here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for spending part of your evening with us, with me and Gus. Gus, you okay? Gus. Gus, are you awake?
I'm not talking to you.
He'll get over it, you guys. He won't be mad at me by the end of the video. 35 in Wisconsin, where the Whitcombs are at. Tell us some Wendigo stories. You have to check for stories. I've got some stories. About some things that's happened in the woods, but you have to go to Ozark Woodman and More channel to see some good stories. Ray Crump is on the other side. It is what, Ray? Is it 354 where you are? I get Arizona and California. Now, for a while, Arizona is 3 hours from Ohio. Now, right now, with the time change, it's 2 hours from Ohio because they don't change. And I'm thinking California is it 3 or 4 hours? You're in Ohio says, yeah, it felt nice to shower off all the gore when I got home. I bet it was. Xander E3C is here. He's been coming to my live since I was in Tennessee. Thank you, Xander. I do remember you. See? I'm old, but I can still remember. I'm sure my wife's on here watching, but she's not typing in anything. Again, you guys, out in rather Get Living in a Year in Ohio, saw the reply from Jay Goes Outside, but he is also going to be coming up to meet up with us, so that'd be a total of 5. That's not too many, and I'm sure we'll be able to get 5 sites right there. If not, a couple of us can double up on one of the bigger sites. Get Living's got the biggest tent, so we'll probably have to give him the biggest site. And I think Out and About with M&D is going to bring a little, he'll either bring his tent in the back of his truck or he'll bring his little camper. So if we got a narrow site right there, he could probably use that one for his camper. When I want to swear, I just tell the person or thing, read my thought. Gus? Read my thoughts.
Shut up.
He's not over being mad at you all. I'm going to try to get 50 likes on here tonight before I get off. Let's give Gus some thumbs up and maybe he'll get happy. Gus, them people like you.
I tell you, I'm the star of the show, buddy.
Cool. Well, tell everybody hi.
Hi, everybody.
Good job, Gus. No, Gus quit drinking right before he died. Yeah. Matter of fact, he might have been. No, he wasn't drunk the night he died. He quit right before he died. Xander, I do remember you. Welcome. Yeah, I told you I remembered you. George, well, I could tell you a story, George, about a couple friends of mine that told me what happened to them when they were camping, but I don't really want to take up the whole live telling a long story. It was about something that was really spooking them out, was circling their camp one night. They packed up and left in the middle of the night. And it's a good story. But I don't really want to take up the whole live telling the story. Yeah, sure, I feel safe here. I got Gus with me. I got a pew-pew, and I'm ready to go. AZ and California are the same. So California is 2 hours behind Ohio right now. So it is 4:57 in California. All right. Oh, Ray says 4 hours. I'm confused now because I thought when Arizona, since they didn't change, their time zone didn't change, and Ohio did, we was 3, and then since they didn't change, we fell back an hour and we was only 2 hours. I don't know. I get confused when I start thinking about all that. JS Outdoors. I don't know whether JS Outdoors is in or not. If so, they haven't made a comment. Out and about with M&D. Hello. Thanks for stopping in. Did you get that 300? I told the wife after I was watching your live and you were sitting at the bowling alley that that's what we're going to do. We're going to go bowling. She's not sure if she can do it, but I told her we would get her a light ball, maybe a 9 or 10 pound ball so she can roll it. A year in Ohio fireside story. Well, okay, I'm going to tell you guys this story. You can chat amongst each other because I don't want to bore you. But a couple friends of mine were camping down, can't think of down around Chillicothe, Ohio, down the Logan area. And they pitched their tent. It was this time of year. It was when the time, it gets dark about 5:15, and they made dinner. And actually, they had two tents because they were sleeping in separate tents. And they had their dinner, and they was sitting around. I don't know whether they was drinking a beer or drinking coffee or whatever, but they said that they were completely straight. Completely sober. So if they were drinking a beer, they must have just started. But they started hearing something. And it wasn't no growls or anything like that. But whatever they was hearing just kept circling, walking around the perimeter of their camp. And it sounded like it was like not more than 30 yards away from the perimeter of their camp. And they said it had to go through a small stream every time that it circled their camp.
You telling that story again?
Yes, I am.
That's scary.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, it kept circling their camp. And they started getting nervous. And they got their lights out, their floodlights out. They started looking to see if they could see anything, and they couldn't see anything. But they could surely hear something that they knew they weren't going crazy. And it stopped. And then all of a sudden it sounded like stuff was falling out of the trees. So at that point, they felt like whatever it was throwing stuff into their camp. And then pretty soon, a mid-sized rock comes rolling into their camp. And so that really, really caught their attention. So they got real quiet. They got into their tents and sat there real quiet, and it stopped. And they thought whatever it was must have went away. So then it got real loud again, and it started running around their camp, and they could hear boo, 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 boo. So they knew it was kind of heavy. And so they started talking to each other through their tents, and they said, maybe it's time for us to go. So they got as much packed up inside their tent, got out, stuffed their tents down in their backpack, put their headlamps on, and they started hiking out. It was probably about 7 p.m., but it was dark, really dark. And they probably had to hike 2 miles. But they could hear whatever it was behind them, following them. And they kept on hiking. It kept on following them. They kept on hiking, and it kept on following them. And they said that when they got back to their vehicle, they was never more scared. Their blood pressure was up. They was trembling. And they just got out of there. And they said that they'll never, ever go back to that area to camp again. Yep. That's what they told me anyway. You didn't see a Bigfoot standing behind my tent. Yeah, I mean, what? Maybe it was just somebody that was trying to scare them out of their sight here in Ohio. I don't know, but they never did see what it was. But whatever it was taking a chance. If that somebody had a pew pew, I won't shoot anything that I can't see. But if somebody, if they was playing games in a Bigfoot suit and they was coming, got within 25 feet of me and was coming to me like they was going to harm me, I definitely would fire. Better watch out what I say. YouTube will flag me. Nancy Drew is here. Yeah. Rudy R2F is here. Left a smiley face, a laughing face. I've got a couple stories like that, but I don't want to take up this whole chat. We'll get, you guys go to watch Ozarks Woodsman's and more if you want to. He's got a lot of good stories like that. I don't think a wild deer, the deer just harvested were in Logan. Okay. I'm going to be in Logan here in a couple weeks. Me and going hiking down there with out and about with M&D. You did not see a Bigfoot behind my tent. But that reminds me, I do want to put a log in my stove inside my tent. Just a second. I'll look while I'm up. Oh, man, that freaked me out when that log fell down there. Whew. I'll bring you over here, you guys, so you can see my stove. If I can take you off of here without losing my live. I think I want to make a few of you moderators while I've got this. Plywood, be a moderator. Are you near Logan, Plywood? Maybe you can meet up with us and go hiking. Got some good hardwood in here tonight, so it's going to last a while. And right here's my burger for my smashed burger. That's a half-pounder, baby. And there's my onion I'm going to cut up for the smashed burger. And I got some soup. I got some lobster bisque. And all I got to do is dump it in there to heat it up. But it's going to be good. And you guys know my drink. I'm going to go ahead and pop this. Triple Espresso Mocha. I love these things. I found them a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I might as well put a log in this other fire. Don't want that one. We'll put this one in. 25 likes. Cool. Yeah. Gus, you warm enough? Are you warm enough, buddy? Huh? You got your hat on. Your hat ought to be keeping your head warm. If you'd grow a little hair, I made him put them drawers on because he wants to run around here naked. And I went to the thrift store and I bought him this hoodie. And that cost me $6.99. And his nose is like that from sticking his nose where it don't belong, believe it or not. And I'll show you this little thing here, this little CO detector. iTele, or ITL, is it iTele or ITL? sent me that. And it also, it's 43 degrees Fahrenheit just here at the edge of the tent and 76% humidity. That is why 76% humidity. That is why it feels a little chilly tonight, because there's a lot of dampness in the air. But I put this over by the stove a while ago, and I took the top off of it so the smoke would come out, and that really starts alerting you at about, I say, between 40 and 50 parts per million, and it gets louder and louder and louder. Thanks for joining the channel, Traveling Whitcombs. I'll get you some stickers out. Just send me your email and with your address on it, and I'll get you some stickers out. But yeah, this is a neat little thing. You can hang it. I recommend anywhere between 2 and 4 foot off the ground for carbon monoxide detector. Yeah, Ray. I'm going to meet out and about with M&D down there, and we're going hiking in Logan County. We're going hiking in Hocking Hills. Yep. Oh, Leroy, it's not junk. How do you know it's junk? I can show you how it works, but I don't want to take the time. It works really well. The only downfall of this is that it's got a lithium battery, and it charges USB, and you know lithium batteries don't work very well in the cold. But if it's inside your tent in the 40s and 50s, you're not going to have a problem. That's the only advantage of a regular CO detector has, is it's got regular batteries in it. And I think Get Living did a video on one of these. And I keep my, this is my little plastic case here. I keep my matches, I got a little butane torch in there, and I keep my matches in there. That way, I got a little flashlight in there. But I keep everything in there, and that way my matches don't get wet. Anyway, I'll put you back on the stand so I can sit down. And I hope I don't mess the live up. Let me see, I think I got to push it in. I do have memberships, y'all. I usually don't mention them because I'm not on here to make money. I guess I like to make money. I like the little bit that YouTube sends me, but I'm not on here to get money off of you guys. But I will take your memberships. They help out. I do spend a lot of money going camping. I'm not spending a lot tonight, but I do usually end up spending quite a bit of money going camping. Tonight I'm in my woods. I didn't have to rent a campsite. So, and I wish I was out west. Let me see if I can find the other. Oh, it's in here. So I can see the chat. I want to make a few of you. I'm going to get back here behind the camera. I want to make a few of you moderators. I can't really see them right now. Well, I know what I'll do. I'll go out. No, I have to do that on my phone. I'm going to make Get Living. Get Living, would you like to be a moderator? Add as moderator. Oh, I almost put you in timeout, Get Living. Sorry about that. Add as moderator. Ray is a moderator, and I think I made Nancy Drew a moderator. Get Living said he's trying to subscribe to everyone he could find. Jammin to, is it Jadua is here? Thanks for being here, Jammin. Appreciate you being here. Okay, I'm not too far behind. Traveling Whitcombs, I so thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Every little bit helps. I appreciate it. Get Living says hi to M&D. Okay. M&D's usually on here moderating, but he is bowling tonight. So Desert Adventures in Arizona is here, and he is a channel member. So I always like to shout out my channel members. Check him out if you would like to see some great drone shots. He's also got some good ground videos. Boots. Yeah, Boots has got some good camping videos. Yeah, check out Desert Adventures. Nancy, are you already a subscriber to Desert Adventures in Arizona? I recommend them. Yep. Have I ever been to Russia? No, George. Have you been to Russia? I don't think I've had one person on here tonight I've had to kick off. No, I wouldn't build you up like that, Steve, if it wasn't true. Nancy Drew is very loyal to a lot of channels. If they've got a live going on, she's usually on there. I've never met her, but maybe we'll get to meet her someday. See there, Steve? A year in Ohio, originally from Arizona. Spent half my life camping around Payson, Christopher Creek. I'm going to meet Steve one of these days too. We're going to be, we are really shooting to be in Arizona next season, next winter season. $30 likes. We're shooting for 50 tonight. I've got 45. You know what? I think I'm going to start cooking, you guys. Do you care? Can you guys talk to each other while I cook? And once I get this burger on, I still haven't taken a drink of my triple espresso mocha. Here's to you and here's to me. If we should ever disagree, here's to you. That is really good. Let me get something to light this with. Now, you guys, this will be my first ever smash burger. So don't laugh at me if I do it wrong. I like this little stove here, but it's really hard to get it set just right where you want it. I think I'll get my burger almost done before I throw that lobster bisque in there. I gotta find something to cut my onion up on. And I did wash that pan after I brought it home from the thrift store. You wouldn't believe how light that is with that steel handle on there. So, I guess you just put a round ball, right, in the pan for the smash burger. And then I see a lot of people, I think I'll cut that onion up right on this bag. I see a lot of people just cut their onion up and put it right on top of the smash burger. Let me go ahead and start this. Y'all, I'm doing a video at the same time I'm doing this live, so I've started my smash burger in the pan. I'm gonna get this onion cut up. I can do it without cutting my fingers. I think I was the first one to invent smash burgers because I remember putting onions in a burger years and years ago before they were called smash burgers. I'll be back to read the chat to you here in a little bit, just a minute. Give me time to get this smash burger started. So, we will just take this onion. Oops. I don't know whether coyotes eat onions or not. Raccoons probably do. We'll throw this onion on top of this smash burger. I guess you just, like I said, you guys, don't make fun of me. This is my first ever smash burger. That's one thing about that handle. It does get hot. You got to be careful. So I will need a glove. There we go. We'll turn that down. Yeah, that's the only thing about this stove. It's really hard to get it where you want it. Just looks to me like it's a hamburger with a bunch of onions in it. All right. I didn't lose y'all. Still got 24 on here. Get Living says you call him T-May. I watch a guy called T-Mac who lives up in close to the Pennsylvania line, I think. He lives up there, up around Lake County or Ashtabula County. Steve's got a beautiful spot. So I want to welcome, I don't know whether they're still on here or not, but as a member of the channel, the Traveling Whitcombs, and I will check your channel out, Traveling Whitcombs, as soon as this live is over tonight. Definitely sometime tonight, so I don't forget. Connie always gives me sugar even when I'm eating onions. No, I don't try if I've eaten a lot of onions. I give her a break. You're in Ohio. That's wrong. Connie's watching somewhere, Boots. She says, I just like that, Boots, outdoors. She said, the way she says it, Boots, I'm starting to get a little jealous. Onion gas, yeah. Yeah, I had gas last night. I was on Captain Jack's live, and then I did it again, but I didn't say it on um, Travel Around Susie's live. But I told Captain Jack, he said he had belched, and I said, well, I just farted, but I shouldn't have wrote that on there. Enrique Vega said hi. Hello, Enrique Vega. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Try to hit that like button, you guys, if you're new here tonight. Gus, you're being awful quiet over there.
What are you cooking me?
Well, I thought about giving you some of this soup, Gus. You want me to give you some of this soup?
Nah, it'll run right through me.
Oh, okay. I won't give you any soup then. Yeah, it's good that you guys all subscribe to each other. Small channels have got to do that. Okay, let's see. Let's back up a little bit here. I missed some. Steve said he's getting some nice rain there today. Steve, I was watching some videos up around Quartzsite, and they look like they've got more grass than I got. My grass is brown, theirs is nice and green. I got to try me one of those. You talking about the smash burger? Okay. George, spend more than 15 years, a lot of nice places to travel. Oh, okay. He must be talking about, maybe it's Arizona. Year in Ohio, like I said, I try to, when I watch, I try to comment, but you've got it set for kids, so it will not allow commenting. Now I think I'm back there. Got everybody caught up. She is sweet. She's too sweet for me. I don't know what she's seen in me. I really don't. We'll have 30 years this coming July. 30 years with me. Mike said he's got to get bowling. See you later. All right, Mike. Have a good one. We'll catch up later. Ryan on the Run is here. Hello, Ryan on the Run. Woody, if Bigfoot comes into your camp, be careful because he is not going to eat Gus. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to throw Gus at him if he comes in my camp. Him and Gus might be buddies. They might have known each other from a long, long time ago. Nancy Drew's got a channel. Well, I'm telling you, when I try to go to your videos, it's got an X through the thing, and it says I can't comment because it is made for children. I will check my end out again, but I tried to comment on your deer video today and it wouldn't let me. I tried to comment on Uncle Chuck's cabin and it wouldn't let me. I tried to comment on the ferry house and it wouldn't let me. Jesse Saunders is here. Says hello. Hello, Jesse Saunders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Gus and Bigfoot. I wouldn't put it past Gus to do something like that. I really wouldn't. Is that true? You can put your arm down now. You done told him hello a long time ago. Are you and Bigfoot conspiring?
Don't you worry about it, buddy.
How can you talk without your mouth moving like this?
I'm the ventriloquist.
Oh, okay. He's a ventriloquist. Gus, when we go to our meetup, when I go to the meetup, or do you think you're going to want to go with me?
Depends on if I'm mad at you or not.
Will you please try to get over it? I'm not giving you a microphone because you're liable to start cussing. And if you start cussing, YouTube's going to shut me down. Oh, I guess you can cuss on YouTube now. Everybody's cussing on YouTube now. I forgot about that. They think, I guess it's the new fad or something. I don't know. Plywood 457 says it was told to me that a guy ordered a meatball. He was in a hurry, wanted to take it with him. The chef smashed it and put it on the roll. That was the first hamburger. Okay, the first smash burger. Okay, all right. Sure, Steve, you can say dang it, darn it, whatever you want to say. Yep, there's plenty of good words to say without saying some of this stuff I've been hearing on YouTube. Let me turn my smash burger over, you guys. My back is not back to normal. It's almost back to normal, but I found out today when I started setting this tent up and all this stuff up that it's not back to normal. Let me smash that down a little bit. Try to get some of these onions up here on this. I'm not a very good cook. To be honest with you guys, when I go camping and I cook these, what everybody thinks is a really, really delicious meal, most of them ain't very good. There we go. Let that cook about another 15 minutes and then I'll throw my soup on. Person that said there was a Bigfoot behind the tent a while ago might actually see a buck go walking behind the tent. I'm going to back this chair up a little so it's in the edge of this tent, and I'll get more heat from inside the tent. 24 on. If you haven't liked, please think about liking this live. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you, Jesse Saunders. It's almost back to normal. I did it shoveling snow the other day, and it's not good. You don't have to do a whole lot when you got a back like mine to throw it out. Yeah. You know, I'm doing a video, Terry. I haven't decided whether I'm going to camp out tonight or not, but I've got the tent up, so I might just grab my sleeping bag and a pillow and just sleep up here. Yeah, they tend to pick up what we're saying. MK, I guess I'm not understanding that one, Get Living. Desert Adventures in Arizona is going to brag now, y'all. I didn't have to shovel any sun today, cloudy and rainy. Yeah, well, I'm going to leave this tent up. It's going to stay up here. I've used this tent quite a bit. If a tree falls on it, it's not going to be that great a loss. But I do like this tent. I really like this tent. The second time I set it up, I didn't stake it down. And I had my stove setting in my camp, my hot tent stove. And pretty soon a gust of wind, this tent weighs about, I think, 6 pounds, 5 or 6 pounds. Pretty soon a gust of wind came through the camp and started tumbling my tent like a tire through the camp. And there's a spot right here that got caught on my stove, and I had to patch it. But I mean, it works, but it just don't look good. I found out, Ray says, Steve, you know when the road tram thing is in, road tram is in Quartzsite. You talking about RTR, Ray? I think it started already. I think he's talking about RTR, Steve. I think the ladies has already started. Yeah, you're welcome to come down and camp in it. It's kind of wet up here right now. We had a 5-inch snowpack here just last week. And I think it's supposed to be pretty nice tomorrow. Gus, are you going to camp up here tonight?
You might as well.
I'll think about camping up here with Gus tonight. Drew Rev 411. Hello, sir. Hello, Drew Rev. Welcome in. Oh, rubber. Oh, okay. Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. Okay, Ray. I know what you're talking about. That's the RTR. Yeah. Yeah. It's going on right now. The Ryan on the Run. I think I'm already subbed to you, Ryan on the Run, if I remember right. Yeah, Ray. You ought to definitely stop by and see Steve when you leave California. I started to talk about my time in Arizona in 2021, 2022. We was all over down around Tucson, Tombstone, Lake Havasu, Lake Mojave, Yuma. We was just all over that general area right there. And what we found out is that it's nice for the weather. We only had maybe two nights in the high 30s. Maybe even we had one night in the high 20s. But most nights were, you could be comfortable even without a heater on. And it was like 60s, 50s, 60s, up in the 70s through the daytime. But the wind seemed to keep us inside our RV at maybe 2 times a week. And I remember one time it was for like 2 or 3 straight days. I mean, you can go out, but you can't really go out and enjoy yourself because of the wind. And that's the only thing I did not like about our time in Arizona. All right, Steve. Thanks for coming in. Sure appreciate you. You guys remember, go to subscribe to Desert Adventures in Arizona. Yeah, we was only there a year in Ohio. We left Ohio November 4th, and we took a full month getting out there. So we didn't get out there until, I think we pulled in Quartzsite in December, early December, because we went down through Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, into Louisiana, Texas, New Mexico, and we just took our time staying 3 or 4 nights here and 3 or 4 nights there. So we had a good time. William Falk 5314, good night from Iowa. William's got a channel, y'all. Y'all ought to know him before it's too late. Outdoors. Check him out. Thanks for stopping in, William. Appreciate you. I don't want to even try to pronounce that. The last is 6908 said hi, hello, hello. We got 39 likes. I want to get 50, you all. We're only 11 away. Did I like it even? Maybe I didn't even like it because I'm on my other profile. Again, I did start the other channel called Old Woody, and it's just called Old Woody, and that's where my searching for Bigfoot stuff is going to be. So check that channel out if you will. Old Woody. Jay Goes Outside is in the house. Jay is going to be joining us at the meetup. So right now there's going to be 5 of us there. And I think it's going to be a real good time. Thank you. Thank you for liking 6908. Who is it you watch, Boots Outdoor? You said, yes, we watch him. Is it Before It's Too Late Outdoors? He's a good guy. He's really down to earth. Yeah. And his brother's got a channel too, Flat Broke Outdoors. Yeah. This is so nice setting up here. That smash burger smells so good, you guys. I better check on it. I wonder if I should turn it over. This is a half a pound burger. I forgot to tell you guys that. This is a half a pound. And I'm going to eat it all. And Star gets the other half pound. Got a little piece of onion skin in there. I think I'm going to get my soup on. I'm not having soup tonight. I'm just going to have the half pound burger. That ought to be good enough. I do have a bun. I like this little kitchen. And I don't think you guys can see it in the frame, but I like this little kitchen. And it took about 3 minutes to set it up once I figured out what I was doing. Sorry, you guys, I am trying to make a video while I'm doing this live. So we'll smash the smash burger one more time. I think I'll put this knife back in the case before I cut myself. You know, I've been doing these vertical lives, and the first couple vertical lives that I did, I really got a lot of trolls. And it seems like anymore, I don't get a lot of trolls. We haven't had to kick one person off here tonight. I think there might have been one that was trying to get something going. No, I don't do haunted videos. I do search for Bigfoot. I just enjoy it. Call it a hobby or call it what you want. But I like going out and tracking things. I got to get some wood. I like going out and tracking things and looking for signs. One time I did find a big chunk of hair stuck to the side of a tree, and could have been deer. Could have been deer. I don't know. But I have found a few prints that I don't go to the extent of putting plaster Paris in them and all that, but I do enjoy doing that. Now, if you find boots outdoors, I have been to haunted places. Let me see if I can figure this name out. Monophthalmic. Is it monophthalmic? If I'm pronouncing that right. Thanks for stopping in. I sure appreciate you. And I guess I should mention that I do have memberships, you all. You should collab with Mo Sargi. I don't know who Mo Sargi is. Now I'm going to collab with Out and About with M&D here in a couple of weeks. We're going down the Logan area, and we're going to do some hiking, Hocking Hills, and do some searching down there. Thanks, Woodsman, for stopping in. Appreciate you. Go get your dinner. Your 11-year-old wants to hunt ghosts. Ooh. Well, Gus, what do you think about ghosts?
I believe in them. I know a lot of them.
Ooh, you guys see that? Gus knows a lot of ghosts. I guess there might be some people here that don't know who Gus is. To answer your question, do I do haunted videos? I'm not really a paranormal channel. Like Skinwalker Ranch or what was it? What's some things that shapeshifters? I'm mostly just like Bigfoot, Sasquatch, stuff like that. I do enjoy that. Ozark Woodman, he's a big Sasquatch guy. Minnesota Mike, Uncle Gus needs a few more likes. I'll tell you, we're only 6 likes away from my goal of 50. I've got 14 minutes. 14 minutes to get 6 more likes. Come on, y'all. Come on. And I do appreciate my new member tonight. And that got me excited right there, having a new member. We had them from Iowa tonight. We have them from Michigan, raised in California. Nancy, I think, is in Michigan. Of course, we got the Ohio guys. Had an Arizona guy in here. I'm not sure. We had Ryan on the Run. Not sure where you're at. And is there anybody in here tonight still that's not from Ohio that wants to shout out your state? Plywood, I think you're from Southern Ohio. My phone is not letting me hit the like button. I know mine does that once in a while, and I have to go to my TV and hit the like button, or I have to close out the chat, and then it will let me hit the like, or double tap the screen. I'm starting to get warm. Who is this? We may have to get this one out of here. We'll see. We'll see if it goes any further. Hey, I can get you excited, Grandpa. One from Alabama. Boots is from Alabama. So we got at least 5 or 6 states in here tonight. That's really cool. Now we only need 4 likes. Arkansas. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you, thank you. I stayed in Ozark, Arkansas for a couple nights. That was really a nice little state to stay in. Nice weather while we were there. This is my first live for a while. I've probably the first one since before Christmas. I was going to do one last on New Year's Eve, but my camp got snowed out. I like snow, but they had like 8 inches on the ground when I got there, and I had to go down a hill. Not very far. I wouldn't have had to go down very far, but I knew if I went down, I wasn't getting back up. So, and from what I understand, I think after I left, when it was all said and done, they had about 18 to 20 inches of snow. Mo Bang, I heard a rumor that you might move. You might move to Vietnam out of the country. I did see your last video that said you was going to be longer than you thought. But somebody said last night on a live that they thought you might be moving. I about 100 yards from my house, Jay. I'm in my woods. It's a real cheap camp. Didn't have to buy any gas to get here. Well, I did drive my truck back here because I'm lazy. But yeah, I've got about two and a quarter acres. And we're going to be going down to where you was at, Jay. Since you didn't have to rub elbows with a lot of people down to Hocking Hills, we're going down there camping or hiking next weekend. Going to do some Bigfoot hunting. Nancy Drew says hi, Mo Bang. Mo Bang says hi, Nancy. Oh, not permanently. Okay. You stay up to 6 months. All right. Right. Gus didn't want to go too far. My back still isn't 100%, so I didn't really want to go a long way away. Oh no, Bigfoot's not going to do that. He don't hurt people. He just likes to freak people out. I don't like them movies that they portray Bigfoot as a killer. Then you know them where all these kids go on a camp out and Bigfoot comes along and kills them all. I don't like them type of movies. Gus, he did. I had to leave him home New Year's Eve because we was expecting cold, and he can't take the cold. Thanks, Jesse Saunders. We'll be safe hunting Bigfoot. We'll get out there and look for some clues. Mo Bang, I was going to give him some soup, but he said it would run right through him. So he gets diarrhea when he eats soup. I can't believe I said that. Come on, you guys. I got 2 more likes. 2 more likes and 8 minutes to go. There's got to be 2 people on here that can hit that like. Haven't had to kick one person off of here tonight. Real quick, Terry, when you was talking last night on your live, I could not hear you. And I don't think the problem was on my end. Was your mic not working? Gus will protect me from Bigfoot. I'm sorry, Nancy. I shouldn't have said that. I couldn't believe I said that. Nancy, my wife was watching Susie last night, and because I told her that they do trivia, and we watched for like, seemed like 35 or 40 minutes before Susie asked the first question. She said, I thought this was trivia. Oh, I got the 50. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, it was YouTube. Okay. Yeah, because I know you was talking, and I just couldn't hear what you was saying. So I put you on the TV to make sure it wasn't my phone problem, and I couldn't hear you on the TV either. And then all of a sudden it just started circling. Jay, the running theory is that Bigfoot and Gus are plotting to... Boy, that's going to be a story. That's going to be a story for sure. Yeah, we're going to have some good campfire stories. Yeah. Food and insurance payout. You know, come to think of it, Uncle Gus, I do have you on my policy. You get a cut and Star gets a cut. Now it's starting to make sense.
I'd never do that to you. Although I hate you, I would not do that to you.
Man. The running theory is that you know what, Paul? That makes a lot of sense. One night when I was camping with Gus, I woke up and there was a big old sock stuffed in my mouth. And I think he was trying to put me out. Yeah, he says he's my uncle. He came back into my life about, I don't know, 7 or 8 months ago. And here he come rattling down the driveway. And I told my wife, I said, what in the heck is that rattling out there? And he comes up and he knocks on the door, and he said he was my long lost uncle. And then he started bugging me about taking him camping. And
Quit it.
he started bugging me about taking him camping. And I told him that if I took him camping, he had to watch his mouth because he cusses. And don't do it because he cusses. And I told him that this is a family channel and I don't want him cussing. You just get on the bus, Gus, and get yourself free. Howdy from McAllen, Texas. We got somebody from Texas, y'all. Cool. Welcome in from Texas. 50 ways to... That's right, Plywood. Mr. Gucci. Yes, he does. He does, Mr. Gucci. He was doing it last night. Come to think of it. But you got to watch out because sometimes when he farts, it gets a little messy. A little messy.
You tell them too much. It's TMI.
Man, he getting upset now. We got 36 in the house. I got to check my burger. Oh. Yeah, this skillet was well worth $1.99. That half pounder ought to be done by now. And I got me a big old slice of onion right there that I can put on it. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. I'll put this lid on it. I got to put a log back here, you all, in the stove. Terry's got him a nice stove, a pellet stove. You guys check his channel out. See that green stove he uses. Gigi Valdez in Ohio. Earth people, he's tired of eating hot dogs. I like hot dogs if they're all beef. I made a smash burger, Jay. My first ever smash burger. My wife made them the other day, and she made them really good. But I remember when I was a kid, I used to dice up onions and mix it in my hamburger and make burgers that way. And I think I was the first one to ever make a smash burger. You've been eating 4 hot dogs a day for the last 22 years? Why do you do that, Earth people? No, it's not burnt boots. I've got it turned way down. I've got it turned off now with the lid on it because I want to wait until this live's over to eat it. Fixed income. Well, I know all about that. I just completely quit working. I was working. Oh, I can see the smoke coming out of the chimney, the hot tent. That's really cool. I was working 16 hours a week. I was working every Saturday and Sunday, and then I could have 5 straight days off. But now every day is Saturday, so I am on a fixed income. No more play money. Diced bacon to it next time. Thank me later. Okay, I will try that. Maybe we'll have burgers with onion and diced bacon at the meetup. Somebody's got to make a pot of chili, though, because March can still be cold. Well, you know what? Don't know how much life I got left, Earth people. And I'm trying to live it the best I can and just have some fun. One of these days, I'm going to be like Gus.
Can I call you Dad?
I told you not to call me Dad. He gets to where he wants to call me Dad, and I don't like that. I call dibs on making the chili for March. Maybe you can put some venison in it. Venison chili. Ohio, Tony Rome. In Ohio. Site 17 is huge. Cool. So maybe we can use Site 17 for our congregating. I'd like to have one evening of us congregating, and then we all can have a day maybe to make our video, our separate videos, and then we can do a congregating video. I do like to get off by myself and still make my video when I go to a meetup. Gigi Valdez says, I live camping, so awning on hitting the road and enjoying life like you. Oh, okay. You love camping. So okay, I see what you're saying. You must be doing a speech to chat on your phone. Maybe I'll see you somewhere. Yeah, I'll be out in Arizona, probably hope to be there next season. But I'm going to keep doing my camping videos while we're going to be in Arizona for the winter, and then back in Ohio, living in state parks in the spring and summer. Slaughterhouse chili is the best. Well, we'll find out. Oh, 17. See, I looked at 17. and it was booked. So we can go on around. We can get 16, 18, 19, 20, and 21, and maybe a couple of us can double up on a big site. I don't know. Jay sometimes sleeps in his car, and like I say, out and about with M&D, he'll probably either bring his camper. He can take the. I seen one of them sites has just got like a long back end with a sloped, like where it goes down beside the where you put your trailer. No, I didn't book it, but maybe we can keep an eye out, and if it comes open, we'll grab it. We probably need to go ahead and book them sites before they're taken because they're going to start filling up. If Jay's planning on sleeping in his car, then we can throw a tent on one of them sites and his car can be on one of them sites. But I would like to stay 2 days, and Terry said that there's a great, it's a great outing to kayak. I guess they've got some beautiful kayaking under a bridge around there. I was looking for used kayaks last night. They want $20 an hour to rent a kayak. Well, thank you. I like to set up a nice scene. Gus, you getting cold, Gus?
Give me a blanket.
Just a minute, you guys. I got to get Gus a blanket. Oh. I'll tell you, between Gus and Star, there you go. Between Gus and Star, they drive me nuts sometimes. Look at him. He's even sitting by the fire. And look where I'm at.
Thank you, stupid.
Is that any way to treat me after I went out of my way to go get you a blanket?
You should have got it a long time ago.
Man, that's what I call gratitude. Whew. This triple espresso is starting to wake me up. Oh, that feels good. I got my buddy heater up here too. When I sleep in the tent, I like to keep the buddy heater in there to kick on real quick, warm up the tent before I get out of the sleeping bag. Jesus is the truth. Hell is real. We all know that. Thank you. Thank you, Burger Sleuth. Appreciate you. We don't do religion and we don't do politics on here. All right? Get living, have the RBM tent. I just have, if you've just got the RBM tent, you've got a mansion. Is it the RBM makes a lot of different styles of tents. I have this tent. I have a winter 2-man. I've got a spring, summer, and fall 2-man. I have the big 10.9 Dune. And I have the King Camp Con Villa. And I probably got another one that I'm not thinking about. What about a group camp? There's a group site up there, but there's no, I don't think there's any electricity on it. I've seen a group site up there. I've got about 7.5 kilowatts of power. I'm building a portable power station right now with a 260 amp hour lithium battery with a 3,000 watt inverter on it. And I've got between my 3 power stations, I've got 2.5 kilowatts on my power stations. And I've got almost 3 I guess I've got 5 kilowatts, about 5.5 kilowatts of power. There's 3,000, I got 3,000 amp hours in my one battery, and I got 2 1,000 amp hour power stations, or watt hours, and a 260 watt hour power station. Yeah. Yeah. Plenty of small islands. So y'all, if y'all want to think about that, maybe we could do a kayak outing. And we don't know whether it's going to be a nice day in March or a crappy day in March. That's why I'd like to stay 2 days. Maybe go up Friday night, book it for Friday night and Saturday night, and leave Sunday. And if anybody's got to work on Friday, you know, maybe we could all pitch in to help them get their camp ready as soon as they get there, if they get there late. Yeah, Gus can be kind of rude. Yeah, I'm about ready to get off of here so I can eat my burger. I'm getting hungry. Drew, man, I am way behind here. Kissing the Dream. Yeah, I'm not going to read that one. The Tech 9701, I'm way behind. Who's your homie? That's Gus. That's my Uncle Gus, but sometimes he wants to call me Dad, and I told him not to be RBM up 2, not to be calling me Dad. The up 2 is a very, very nice tent. All right, Get Living. Thank you for being here as long as you was. We will get that meetup all squared away, and we're going to have a great time. I say anyone coming to the meetup abstains from shaving until the meetup. This must be a proper sausage. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to let my goatee grow out. I want to catch up with Steve from Desert Adventures in Arizona. Now, I won't let it grow too long, but I am going to let that grow out. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I won't shave like for 2 weeks before. See you, Get Living. Yeah. I don't know why in the world somebody got that book. That's the only site booked. Probably because it's the best site. The Tech 9701 site 16. Okay. Inside joke. Okay. Nobody, not one person said 6-7 on here tonight. Not one person. I'm not used to having a live without somebody saying 6-7. Bentley Stonehawker says, hi. Hello, Bentley. You're coming in late, and I'm Woody. This is Gus. And we're about ready to shut this live down. Probably here in about another 6 minutes. We're going to thank you, Nancy Drew. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's cool. Thanks, Terry. I'll be looking forward to it. I always like your videos. I like your drone shots too. It's hard to get really, really pretty shots in Ohio. I don't even know what it means. I don't even know what 6-7 means. Even on, I was watching, I like football, and I was watching Tony Rizzo's show the other day, and they was saying 6-7 on there. Kira, I remember you. You're also on Mike's, a lot of Mike's lives. Kira J3I. Welcome, Kira. Do you got a channel? No, it's not showing me a channel when I click on you. I had to cover Gus up because he said his legs were getting cold. I like this woolly blanket, and I got it really, they wanted like $50-some for this blanket on Amazon, and I went to Fin Feather and Fur, and I got this blanket for $20, and it is 62 by 80. It's a good sized blanket, good sized wool blanket. If I get in that sleeping bag and I throw that wool blanket over top of my sleeping bag, I ain't getting cold in 5 below weather. It's like a weird meme that started off from a basketball player's height, I think. Okay. Bentley Stonehawker said it was from a song, and a kid said it in a video so that a basketball team could gain popularity. Okay. All right. Yeah. About 4 minutes, y'all. I'm going to cut it off. I don't want to. It's really, really been a good time tonight. And I so appreciate you all for coming. I've got plenty of wood, but I'm not going to sit here. I need to get in somewhere and get a little bit warmer. It's just got cold all of a sudden. I had to throw my coat on. My toes are even. I've got insulated socks on, and my toes are starting to get cold. It's just from the damp ground, I think. All right, Steve. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. You ever tried putting the wall on the inside of your sleeping bag? No. Nope. Bentley, yes. Oh, Bentley, Jesse's tried it. Reminds me of wool blankets we had in boot camp. Yeah. Yeah, I always call these woolies, I guess, wool blankets. When is your next live? Be next Wednesday night. I'd like to do Wednesday night. I usually start about 6:30. And I sure would appreciate if you come back. I don't really do a whole lot, but we sit and chat and have a good time. Gus usually ends up cussing me a little bit under his breath, but I told him he can't cuss on live videos. So, but he gets mad at me and he gets kind of rude. Thank you, Kira. We'll stay warm tonight. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for coming to hang out. We sure will have a good night. Thanks, Bentley Stonehawker, for being here. I'm going to shut her down in about at 8:20 and is now 8:18. So let me get up. Oh, man. You okay, Gus? You all right, buddy?
No, sorry, I fell asleep. You're kind of boring.
Gus? Man, you still mad at me?
No, I'm not mad.
All right, good. You're a good uncle.
Dad,
I told you, stop calling me Dad. I'll bust you. I'll get backhand you. It's probably what happened to your nose. That's probably somebody probably knocked your nose off. Thanks, Nancy Drew, for stopping in. Appreciate you. Thanks, you're in Ohio. Good night, Bentley Stonehawker. Good night, Plywood. We will see you all later. Love others the best you can. Never ever stop dreaming.